Alright, what's poppin', everyone? So, before I get into this dissection, I'm gonna have to run this by y'all real quick. It's gonna be a concept that's really easy to understand and a sort of a pseudo catchy phrase that I think would be pretty nice and helpful to understand my perspective on this. And it's as simple as this: open to everyone, but not for everyone. And what do I mean by that? Well, in the fighting game community, everyone kind of throws out their reasons why the community isn't as big or their games aren't as popular as other titles. And most people say it's like level of accessibility, the price of the game is a barrier. If we had a free to play game, a lot of people would play it. And some games like Brawlhalla do kind of prove that a little bit just with pure numbers, but the amount of people that are passionate enough to keep playing it and show up for tournaments and get to that higher level, that's a little bit of a different question. Because of things like rollback and crossplay kind of make it online more feasible, the fighting game genre is kind of growing a bit, but not to the rate as other titles that kind of post millions and millions of players daily. But I'm getting a little bit off topic, so let's get back to Jeff Lane 22. This is a video of him sharing a couple of his thoughts about the Alpha Lab 2 for 2XKO and his interpretation as a casual fighting game player. And I kind of take some issue with the term casual, but I'll kind of hold back on that until later on in the video. But essentially, this video kind of breaks down his woes with 2XKO, which is completely valid because, it's not a perfect game by far. And not just because he's not a high level player doesn't mean his opinion isn't valid, but it's more of the mentality behind his perspective, not really what he's feeling or what he's thinking is kind of an issue. And we'll get there when we get there. So let's kind of break down the beginning a little bit and get a better footing for what's to lie ahead.
So I played the 2XKO Alpha last Friday, and the game is very confusing to me. So for those that don't know, I am
a 100% casual fighting game
player. The definition of casual player, I'm right in that. I play fighting games for fun. I'm not very good. I don't have the time to put into it to become more than a casual player. I just play fighting games for fun. Now, in fighting games, and I even have a video up how it's okay to suck at fighting games, I'm not very good. I lose all the time. But I want you to keep that in mind as we talk about 2XKO, because every fighting game I play, I lose a lot. So losing in this game had zero bearing on my thoughts of 2XKO.
So I don't really understand the mind of a casual. Is it more of your approach of the game or the end results of either you winning or losing that makes you a casual? So I kind of had to do what any socially awkward autistic person would ever do, and that's look it up on the dictionary to kind of get a better understanding of it. And looking at the definition, I kind of came to a little bit of an understanding why there's some conflict of interest with fighting games and casuals. And thinking about that, that's kind of the reason why fighting games can't really catch on to a casual audience, because by definition, it kind of can't. I mean, don't get me wrong, casual people can come and try the game and enjoy it, but they're not going to stick around. It's not going to be a cash cow. It's not anything that you can really just play mindlessly and just have fun. The intention is what makes fighting games fun. It's like any other sport or competition thing that you do. It's more of the journey that is the rewarding part, not necessarily the end goal. So when you say I'm a casual and I play these games for fun, what is your fun in these games? I'm not trying to come at you in a very dismissive tone or trying to break you down in some sort of category and shove you in a box, but what is fun for you in these types of games? Because I could say, certain things about Balantra, why is that game fun for you? Some people say it's the numbers, it's the funny Joker cards, the unique effect between them, and some people it's just kind of the challenge of maintaining a run that, kind of doesn't look too great, or play some really wacky cards to try and see some synergy. And for others, it's just number go burr. So it's It's different to everybody, but everybody still wants fun. So the question kind of comes down to, what is fun for you in these types of games?
How confusing the message I'm receiving from this game is. Now, maybe this is a me thing, but for those that don't know, this game is going to be free to play when it comes out, which means they want everybody to play it. When you have a free to play game, you're trying to get anybody you can to play your game. But at the same time, of all the fighting games I've played, this is the most casual, unfriendly game that I have played. So I'm getting like, this is like a mixed message. It's like, we're promoting this game by giving it away for free. We want everybody to play, all the casuals to come to play. But this game is not designed for people like me, and
we do not care
for casuals. So it's really confusing. I'm honestly surprised, like the way that this game is designed, that they're not charging for it. Because the people that are going to be playing this game and sticking with this game would have paid for it. They are the fighting game players, members of the fighting game community, top-notch players. This game just feels like it's designed for pros, and it's not designed just for casual people that like to play games and have fun like me. So I'm very surprised. It's just very mixed to me why this game, not designed for casual players, is being given away for free for casual players.
Lord, again, again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
This game was made from the ground up to accommodate the casual player base. They got rid of motion inputs. Most people outside the fighting game community saw it as kind of gatekeeping with the motion inputs, and people say it's too hard. I can't really do it. I don't understand it. It's too obtuse. So we did the Smash Brothers style, B button and up and down a direction to do the special inputs. Okay, that's fine. We even made it free. Some people feel like, well, you know, if I gotta pay money to try the game, you know, I'm not gonna try. I'll just spend with my Call of Duty Black Ops 75 because I already know what a Call of Duty game is, and so that's fine. They made it free to play. You just gotta be able to download, which almost everybody nowadays have an internet connection, and you don't even need good internet. They use that Riot money and servers to make it more ping based, so it's not peer-to-peer like a lot of other fighting games are. It's now server based. Plus, with rollback netcode, you could be playing motherfuckers from halfway across the world and it'll still feel like a fine connection. So everything you can think of has been accommodated. And this is why I kind of have a problem with the term casual, because even if you accommodate them, they just come up with more excuses. Well, maybe excuses isn't the right word. They just don't like what they got. So why try and force it on them? If they don't enjoy it, that's fine. Let them have their game that they want to play, you know? And that's why I'm gonna sit here and try to preserve the little bit of the community that I am a part of.
In 2XKO, it was like I just hit, I'm ready to play, and then I just watched myself get my ass kicked for however many minutes it took. Like, there was one instance I remember where I perfectly blocked this guy's combo attempt in his string. Like 5 moves in a row. Block, 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 block. And when he was over, it should have been my turn, right? I blocked everything. I should have been plus. I should have been able to go. But when he was done, he was like, he scooted backwards and I couldn't even reach him. And it was like he started all over again. See, like there, if I block them 5 times in a row, if I block and they cycle through their combo and they're done, I should be able to hit them. So stuff like that is just very confusing to me. It's not casual friendly. It's, I don't know, the fights are...
What?
Oh my god. Okay. So, before I get into this, I just want to say, if you have any questions about any fighting game, anything at all, bro, just reach out, ask somebody. Shoot, you can ask me. I'll probably give you some things that'll work and some things that won't work depending on what the game is, but I'll help you out to find an answer to something if you have a question to it. But you kind of saw an opportunity to do something, did something, and didn't work, and then just kind of threw your hands up. Like, oh, well, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing else I could do. Your thought process and the ability of things you can do is so much. It's like near infinite. But you did this one option and then thought, well, there's nothing else I can do. Right? Like please just expand. Just try different buttons. Cause maybe, I don't know, maybe a sweep would have connected and that would have been your punish.
At the same time, with all the easy inputs, the game is hard as hell. It's very confusing. It's like, here, casuals, come play this. But when you get in here, you guys are going to get your ass kicked nonstop and you're going to leave and not come back. And that's what I feel like this game is. Maybe they're going down the Fortnite and Marvel Rivals road, making money by selling skins and in-game items. I'm sure there will be stuff like that in this. But like, what you look at those two examples, Fortnite and Marvel Rivals, those are designed for casual gamers. Those are, we want everybody to come play, not die-hard players. Casuals, come play. That's what those games are, and they're free to play. This is another free-to-play game, and that's why it's such mixed messaging. Is it's not designed for those types of people.
Follow my train of thought here, because, you know, I used to play football and wrestling, so the CTE and Parkinson's might be rattling my frontal cortex and being able to see kind of patterns on things. And it might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but at least help me out with this, okay? Fortnite, they had a super unique building mechanic that people eventually got really good at, and a lot of the other casuals, air quote, left the game. And when Fortnite announced a no build mode, a lot of the other casual people came right back to Fortnite. Marvel Rivals, right now it's a relatively new game, so it doesn't have that longevity and history as Fortnite does, but right now they're kind of going through a little bit of an issue as well. You see, when it comes to balancing the game, they're not really going for what the quote-unquote competitive people think, so they're trying to appeal to the casuals, but people are starting to get burned out. The honeymoon phase of the game is kind of waning, and, you know, naturally you're going to see some dip in player base. It's only natural, you know, especially after something that was hyped up as Marvel Rivals, and after Overwatch kind of dropped the ball, you know, a lot of people hopped on the bandwagon. But we'll kind of see how year 2 pans out, and then we can make a better determination on that. But for right now, the things that are kind of whooping everybody's butt, people are kind of more or less upset of, and depending on what type of player you are, you might even leave the game because of that. So you kind of see what I'm seeing here. If you're completely new to a genre, do you expect to win right off the bat? Even if you face someone of equal skill, do you expect to honestly win all the time, or at least like some of the time? Because to be frank, you just don't know how to win, and that's fine. You're new, you're learning. But the key thing I said there is learning. You can't just play and expect to win. You have to put in some effort. And I don't know why everyone these days are scared to put in effort. It's not just with games, it's just in general. I don't understand it, what it is. It's almost like people are scared to be like, oh, you're trying? Yeah, I'm trying.
And again, like, it could have been me. Maybe these people were close to my skill level. I think I won 2 matches the entire time I was playing. And I would say I was probably, I don't know, 2-30 if I had to guess. I am normally a 30 to 40-ish% win rate in fighting games, which means I would be like 3-7 or 4-6 for like every 10 fights. 2 out of 30, like that's not even close. I'm not very good, but I'm not that bad. So that's what kind of tipped me off that this game isn't designed for casuals or people like me. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If they want to make a fighting game that's tailored for the hardcore fighting pro, or, you know, players that only play fighting games, that's great. But that's where I think the messaging is mixed by giving it away for free, because especially with the League of Legends license here, you're kind of giving the signal that you are for everybody and you're a casual game to come play.
You listen to all these people complain, giving these people respect who just talking just utter nonsense, of completely avoiding the reality that they're just fucking cowards and they don't like to learn shit. I want to play basketball, but I don't want to practice dribbling, shooting, doing layups, defending, any fundamentals, basically. I don't want to practice anything. By the way, this game sucks. Change the ball. Like, really, bro? Like, really? That's the logic we approach it?
I don't know what level of Matrix Inception type level shit this is, but you gatekeeped yourself on that one. Also, this is what we would call in the Dark Soul community getting filtered. The game is telling you you're either thinking about something wrong or you're doing something wrong. But if you're 2 and 30, that's fucking dope, bro. Like, I find it really interesting to see where people start and then where they end up at. And 2 and 30, trust me, bro, that's fine, bro. That's absolutely fine. Okay. I remember playing Blaze Blue and I think I legitimately went 0 and 100 before I even like understood the concept of neutral in that game. Like, it's fine. People take their own time at things. Everybody learns at their own pace, and that's completely fine. And if you go 0 and 1,000, that doesn't matter as long as you're learning and understanding like what you're doing wrong, what you can improve on, then you will have fun with it. Even if you go 0 and 10,000, shoot. I remember learning Tekken 8 not Tekken 8. I remember I was learning Tekken 7 at my locals that I just found out about. By the way, if you have a locals near you for fighting games, please participate. Even if you're not good, it doesn't matter. It's more of just building a community. But regardless, I was playing Tekken 7 and this kid came up and we played some games. And I don't know if you ever heard of him, King Ray Jr. Yeah, I went like 0 and 100 against this kid, bro. I couldn't even fucking touch him. But I still have fun because I was understanding some things and like seeing a string, what I can do, trying buttons. No, I can't armor through that. Oh, I can backswing blow that, and just learning stuff, you know? And that was kind of the fun part of it. Like, the results shouldn't be the end all be all, but the casuals it is because they don't grasp the middle part. You know, they just like, oh, 2 pieces of bread is a sandwich. Fuck what's in the middle. I'll just eat my sandwich and you're just eating 2 pieces of bread. And I just want to preface this one more time before I wrap this up and head on out, but it's okay to not like fighting games. It's completely fine. I completely fanboy over them because I really enjoy it and I want other people that I've known that I play games with to also enjoy it the same way I do. But I understand that's not always going to happen. You know, I bought Guilty Gear Strive for so many people when it was on sale and nobody really played it, and it's okay because at the end of the day, you know, you're just here to have fun and I get that. But as someone who's done it and trying to get other people into the space, the most important thing is your mindset when coming into this space, because fighting games isn't a MOBA or isn't an FPS. You know, it's real depth. It holds the mirror in front of you and asks you, did you do everything that you possibly could to win this situation? You know, in a shooting game, sometimes you just blow up and die instantly and there's nothing really you can do. But in a fighting game, you share in the same screen. Every information you see, your opponent also sees. Every indication is on the screen. You just have to break it down. So in conclusion, don't focus on winning. Learn at your own pace. If there's something you don't understand, ask. And it doesn't matter what level of play you're at. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to have fun. So just have fun. And with that, I'm going to let y'all go. See you.
Muscle. Ush. Lush. Ludicrous. Yeah, man. Once again, this song.